Here's the fact. Your body wants to restore circulation to your lower region, but only if you give it the right tools. And that tool is not a pill or prescription. It's 5 very specific and simple morning foods. Foods you already know, but probably never knew how to use them to target male circulation. In this video, I'll show you how. You'll learn how 5 simple ingredients can boost blood flow, strengthen your pelvic muscles, and rebuild confidence, without side effects. Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal one unique combination that has helped men feel results in less than a week. Here's the fact. Your body wants to restore circulation to your lower region, but only if you give it the right tools. And that tool is not a pill or prescription. It's 5 very specific and simple morning foods. Foods you already know, but probably never knew how to use them to target male circulation. In this video, I'll show you how. You'll learn how 5 simple ingredients can boost blood flow, strengthen your pelvic muscles, and rebuild confidence, without side effects. Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal one unique combination that has helped men feel results in less than a week. Let's begin. Before we start, if you're serious about restoring vitality and improving circulation in the areas that matter most, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you won't miss more tips specifically for men over 60. If this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I read every response, and your feedback helps me create content that truly serves your needs. Alright, let's begin with the first food that's likely already in your fridge, but has been ignored for years. It's simple, familiar, and when eaten at the right time, it can trigger blood flow and muscle repair in the most critical area. I'm talking about whole eggs, nature's most complete source of nutrition for restoring lower body circulation after age 60. Whole eggs are a natural circulation booster. I've lost count of how many men over 60 have sat in front of me, frustrated, embarrassed, and confused about why things down there aren't the same. Almost every time I asked about their eating habits, they shrugged and said, "Doc, I just have coffee in the morning. Maybe a slice of bread if I remember." What they didn't realize is that their bodies, especially at this age, desperately need specific nutrients right after waking up. And one of the most powerful sources of those nutrients has been sitting in their fridge their whole life: whole eggs. I know eggs got a bad rap for cholesterol. That's outdated science and old fears. But let me be clear. If you're a man over 60 and you're not regularly eating whole eggs, you're missing out on one of the most effective natural tools for restoring blood flow and strength in the lower body. The secret lies in the yolk, the golden center. It's rich in vitamin D, B12, choline, and leucine, a powerful amino acid that triggers muscle repair, including the pelvic muscles that are often neglected. These muscles support erections, control urine flow, and provide balance and stability as you move through your day. When circulation decreases with age, these muscles are among the first to suffer. But when you feed them properly, especially in the morning, your body responds. You feel more stable, with fewer cramps or numbness. And yes, you start to feel more confident during intimate moments. Not because of a pill, but because your blood is flowing again. I remember a patient named Booty, 67 years old. He told me it had been 2 years since his last morning erection. Within 4 weeks of changing his breakfast to 2 boiled whole eggs every morning, nothing fancy, he called me in amazement. "Doc," he said, "I woke up feeling like I was 40 again." That's the power of giving your body what it truly needs at the right time. Oats with chia seeds, the artery cleanser. Every time I meet an older man in my office complaining about poor circulation, weak erections, or heaviness in the lower body, I don't just ask about medications, I ask about breakfast. And too often, the answer is either nothing or a plate full of sugar and empty carbs. What I recommend might sound too simple, but trust me, a bowl of warm oats topped with chia seeds has changed more lives than you might expect. Oats are a powerful ally for aging arteries. They're rich in a special fiber called beta-glucan, which not only lowers cholesterol but also helps clean out the walls of your blood vessels, allowing more oxygen-rich blood to reach critical areas, including the pelvis and groin. For men over 60, this kind of circulation support isn't just helpful, it's essential. Now, add chia seeds, and something extraordinary happens. These tiny seeds are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and potassium, nutrients that help blood vessels relax, reduce inflammation, and allow smoother, stronger blood flow. This combination isn't just good for your heart, it directly affects your ability to achieve and maintain a healthy erection. I remember a patient, Agus, who said he felt numb after retirement, low energy, couldn't climb stairs, intimacy fading. I asked him to replace his sugary cereal with oats, chia seeds, blueberries, and a pinch of cinnamon. Within 2 weeks, his legs felt lighter. In a month, he slept better and woke up more energized, with benefits felt both inside and outside the bedroom. "Doc," he laughed, "I didn't think a bowl could do that." But here's the truth. What you eat in the morning determines your blood flow all day. And this warm, mindful combo tells your arteries, it's safe to open up. Time to nourish the muscles and nerves that make you feel like a man again. Watermelon, the bedroom fruit. I'll never forget my patient Didi's face when I told him to start eating watermelon in the morning. He laughed and said, "Doc, I thought that was just a summer snack." But what he, and most men, don't know is that watermelon is one of nature's most underrated tools for restoring blood flow, especially where it matters most. Watermelon is rich in an amino acid called citrulline. Once in the body, it converts into arginine, which then boosts nitric oxide, the compound that opens up blood vessels and allows more blood to flow to the groin. This is the same biological pathway used by erectile dysfunction drugs, except this time, you're fueling it with food, not medicine. And it works fast. Some patients told me they noticed improved sensitivity and stronger morning erections within a week of adding watermelon to their routine. There's something powerful about letting your body do what it was designed to do, without synthetic pills or side effects, just pure circulation support from your breakfast plate. Didi called me 2 weeks later and said, "Maybe it's the watermelon or just the fact that I finally eat breakfast, but something's definitely waking up down there." We laughed, but he wasn't imagining it. Citrulline was doing its job, opening blood vessels and giving his lower body a new surge of vitality. Pro tip: eat watermelon on an empty stomach or just before your main breakfast. A few slices are enough. And don't throw away the white rind, that part has the highest citrulline content. You can blend it into a smoothie or chew it slowly. It may not taste sweet, but your circulation will thank you. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt, the stabilizer. Of all the recommendations I've given over the years, this one surprises people the most: sweet potatoes for circulation. But once you understand how the body works during the first few minutes after waking up, it starts to make perfect sense. Your muscles, including those in your legs, pelvis, and even penis, are running on empty after hours without food. Your blood vessels need minerals, your muscles need glycogen, and your nervous system needs balance. Half a steamed sweet potato, sprinkled with a bit of Celtic sea salt, can be the morning stabilizer your entire lower body has been missing. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbs that don't spike your blood sugar but give your muscles clean energy to function properly. Add Celtic salt, a mineral-rich, unrefined salt with over 80 essential trace minerals, and you provide your body with the tools to stay hydrated, regulate nerve impulses, and maintain healthy blood pressure without crashing. These minerals support muscle contractions, circulation, and even nerve sensitivity, which often declines with age if we're not careful. I had a patient named Hassan, 70, who said he woke up with heavy legs, numbness, and a dull ache in his groin. He had tried stretching, massages, even prescription drugs, nothing worked. I suggested a small change. Before his usual breakfast, try half a steamed sweet potato with a glass of warm water and a pinch of mineral salt. It sounded too simple to him. But 3 days later, he called and said, "Doc, I don't know what happened, but my legs feel lighter, and I no longer need to hold on to the nightstand just to stand up." There's something grounding about starting the day with real food, something your body recognizes, something that doesn't just mask symptoms but restores balance from within. Sweet potatoes may seem humble, but when eaten this way, they quietly and powerfully support circulation, mineral balance, and every step you take. So what now? Now that you know the 5 foods that can help restore blood flow, strength, and energy in your lower body, there's one last thing we need to talk about. Because knowledge without action changes nothing. Let's talk about what you need to do, starting today, to turn this information into real results you can feel. If you've made it this far, it means something important. You care. You're not just letting this stage of life pass by. You're still in the fight. And the good news is, you now have the tools. But tools mean nothing if they stay in the drawer. Real change begins when you decide to take action. Not tomorrow, today. Start small. Tomorrow morning, commit to eating one of the 5 foods we discussed. Maybe 2 whole eggs with the yolk. Maybe a warm bowl of oats with chia seeds and cinnamon. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to happen. Because what you eat in the first hour after waking is one of the most powerful choices you can make for your circulation, your confidence, and your independence. Don't skip breakfast anymore. Don't wait until you're hungry, tired, or already behind for the day. Give your body what it's been asking for, when it needs it most. This is the moment when your blood vessels are most responsive. When your muscles are ready to receive nutrients. When you break the cycle of decline and begin rebuilding what time tried to take. You may not see dramatic changes overnight, but with consistency, in just a few days you might feel more energy in your legs, warmth returning to your pelvis, strength in your step, and responsiveness in the areas that matter. You might sleep better. Wake up with a feeling you haven't had in years, hope. And if you're worried it's too late for you, I'll say this clearly. It's not. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even late 80s transform their energy, intimacy, and vitality, simply by committing to one thing. Starting the day with purpose. So the question is simple. Will you take the first step tomorrow morning? Or will you let another day pass, waiting for something to change on its own? Now that you know exactly what to eat and when, there's one final message I want to share. Final message. If there's one thing I've learned after decades of working with men over 60, it's this. Aging doesn't steal your strength. You give it away. And most often, what we give away isn't our body. It's our belief that change is still possible. But I'm here to remind you, it is. You now know about 5 powerful morning foods. Whole eggs. Oats with chia seeds. Watermelon. Steamed sweet potatoes with Celtic salt. These can help restore circulation, increase sensitivity, support muscle function, and reawaken parts of your body that may have felt distant for years. This isn't a fad or gimmick. It's real food speaking directly to your biology. More than that, you understand when and how to eat them for maximum impact. You know that how you spend the first hour of your morning determines everything: your vitality, your independence, your confidence, even your relationships. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start. Start tomorrow. Take back your morning. Let your food work for you. Turn every bite into a powerful statement that you're still writing your story. And this is far from the end. The next chapter begins at breakfast. And it begins with your decision to take the wheel.